this is getting so old. What a funny joke every week to say, this is the second time I'm recording this. Gotta love when your camera just decides to screw you over. Welcome everybody to Weeaboo Wednesday, and of course I am going to bring you some awesome anime news that I've never brought you before because this week is completely different from other weeks. But before we begin, we need to address something. Everybody loves Captain Ginyu, but he doesn't know that you love him, so make sure to like this video and comment something that you love about the captain of the Ginyu Force. Just go ahead and drop a comment. I love his purple skin. I love his brainy head. I love his big dragon balls. Change now! I like when he turns into a frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Oh, and speaking of Dragon Ball Z, look at my little Vegeta bean. He's a little bean. He's a Potekoro. And this was actually for a anniversary event for Shonen Jump. They made him and some other guys. I have Dio here too somewhere. But welcome to Weeaboo Wednesday. I am of course your host, Kingu. And if you want to join the Discord, make sure to do so clicking the link below. And we can talk about anime all day long. The first story I want to bring you guys is really exciting to me because they are making season 2 of Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid. Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid S will be the name of the new series, and the S stands for Super Supreme Daily Life. I don't know. Super Supreme Second Life, and this will begin in 2021. I don't know too much other than that, but there's finally some new images and art, and the Twitter put up a bunch of different cute images with each of them doing a little S sign. I'm excited because I loved this series. I don't care if you don't like the moe blobs and all that good stuff. The series was great. I don't care. And you know, it really makes me want to pre-order this lovely Kanon figure, which of course is up for pre-order for December, and she's absolutely adorable, and I want this so bad, but it's a bit expensive, and it's going to come out in December, and December's a rough time to buy a lot of stuff for myself because of course it's the holiday season. So I don't know, maybe you guys can drop a couple dollars in my bank account and I'll buy it and review it for the channel. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. I don't expect anybody to give me anything. Aggretsuko Season 3 is coming out this month. And similar to Season 2, they announced it, they released a trailer, and within the next couple weeks it was coming out, and that's the case here because Aggretsuko Season 3 begins August 27th. If that excites you, then I'm happy for you because, of course, the series does have quite a big following. The new season looks interesting enough. I watched the entire trailer and she gets roped into quite a situation in this one, so we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm sure more people are really happy about there being more Aggretsuko, so good for you. Yashahime, the half-demon princess, or princess half-demon, is finally getting a trailer. Well, it got a trailer rather, and it's pretty interesting. If you take a look, it actually looks very, very similar to the old school style, and it looks really faithful to the roots. And of course, that's great because it's based on the anime that we all know and love. Inuyasha is a classic, and there's really no denying that. And it would seem that this series is going to premiere October 3rd. Now, that could change. I don't know. With the way things have been, I wouldn't hold on to that date too tight, but could happen. But it's supposed to be coming out in October. The trailer's dope, so make sure to check that out. Aegis Rim 13 Sentinels is coming in the US, and I'm super excited because it is a Vanillaware and Atlas game, which was directed by the same director who did Dragon's Crown and Odin Sphere. So this has a lot of reasons why it should be good. The art is amazing. The director has directed 2 awesome games before this, and it just looks so cool. The concept seems really interesting. The gameplay looks kind of weird, but still, I'm excited for it. They scrapped the Vita version, which is kind of crappy because I actually really do rather like my Vita, especially for playing a game like that. I feel like it would be perfect on the Vita or even the Switch. But yeah, it's coming out in September 22nd, which of course was delayed from September, I think 8th was the original date, but still, I'm excited. If you pre-order it, you get an art book from certain places. So make sure to get excited for Aegis Rim because it's gonna be dope. Street Fighter V Season 5 will be the final season for the most recent iteration of the classic fighting franchise. Now recently, the 5th season was announced with, of course, the announcements of new characters that will be joining the roster, of which there will be 5, which is just 3 5s altogether. Season 5, Street Fighter V, 5 characters. It's crazy, $5 foot long. One of the characters will be Rose, wonderful character, great to see her coming back. Another character is a guy named Oro, who has 1 arm and he's a bad guy, and he's from Street Fighter 3, of which he seems kind of obscure, but I like that they're bringing such a weird character back, so that's cool. A lot of people love rival schools, and there's kind of a weird cult fan base for it, but awesome for them. A character named Akira is coming to Street Fighter V. And finally, or I should have said this first, is Dan Hibiki, the classic cheesy jerk that we all love to hate, and he's going to be the first character coming out in December. Now, don't get too excited about this 5th season because it's going to run all the way through 2021. So, the first character, Dan, is coming out in December, but then you're going to be waiting pretty much quarterly for the next characters, of which the 5th character has yet to be announced. So, speculate below and tell me who you think the final character for Street Fighter V will be. Maybe it will be my mother. Personally, I want them to bring back Hakan. His wife was hot. Now, similarly to Street Fighter news is that Yoshinori Ono, who was actually the brand manager for Street Fighter, is leaving Capcom after 26 years of service, starting in 1994. This guy was the brand manager for Street Fighter, as well as he worked on quite a few other games as well, especially since he had worked there for over 2 decades. And this guy started as like a sound director or something. He worked on the sound for super old games, and he wound up in a pretty important position, especially considering how crazy Street Fighter's been throughout the years. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but still, it's a wonderful franchise, and there's really no candle that can be held to it from anybody else. I don't even know if that's the right saying, but still, Ono, thank you so much. And I hope that instead of working on games now, you can sit on the couch and enjoy playing them. And yeah, you were great, and enjoy your retirement. I'm not sure if he's really retiring. He could get swooped up by another company, but after 26 years, I think he's probably ready to finally just be like, you know what? I made enough money over there at Capcom. Now I'm going to play Street Fighter V as my favorite character, Hakan. More fighting game news, and you know what? Probably only fair that I wear my Fatal Fury hat because, of course, Terry Bogard is in King of Fighters. But yeah, there's going to be a King of Fighters animated movie. Some Chinese company is going to be making a King of Fighters Awaken movie. In 2022, it should be coming out supposedly. We get to see Kyo using his fire attacks in the trailer. It looks pretty nice. But most importantly, we get to see my boy Iori at the end. And he is in an alleyway with a cat. And he's feeding it milk. And that's just great because Iori's a good guy deep down, but he's also insane and he's the best. So I'm excited to see what comes of this. Who knows? Also, Animelog or Anilog is going to be a YouTube channel that will allow people to officially watch anime from at least 30 different companies, supposedly, and spanning 3,000 episodes or series. I'm not quite sure. It just says 3,000 properties. 3,000 titles was what it actually said. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be episodes or seasons, but still, even episodes, 3,000 episodes is quite a lot. And from 30 different companies of such as like Kodansha and Toei, that's pretty big because all these companies are going to come together to provide anime on a YouTube channel with both English and Chinese subtitles, which is the big kicker because it already exists, but they're going to expand it so that people over here in the United States, and of course people I guess in China as well, can also view it, which will really broaden the audience for so many different titles. It's good because it kind of brings people to a more trustable place to view anime. And of course, it'll make the companies money, which is good because then they can, of course, use that to develop new stuff, which is great. And you gotta think that there's so many third-party, really crappy, shady websites where you can watch anime, you know, kind of illegally, I guess. But yeah, there's so many third-party sites that are doing it that aren't really safe that they say that one of their goals is to have a safe place for families to go to actually view this content, which I think is really valuable. So I wish them the best of luck. Now, this is supposed to roll out by 2022, so I guess in the next 2 years or so, we'll see this actually rolled out for the English component and everything like that. And either way, I'm excited, so more anime for me, the better. And finally, there was a Haagen-Dazs animated commercial recently, which is just some anime rum raisin ice cream getting eaten by a nice young lady. And I don't know, I guess that's pretty much all there was to it. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel because we are so close to 500 and we are going to do some awesome stuff. And yeah, make sure to click what's on screen because it's a video that I worked really hard on. Come on guys, click it, even if you've seen it. And join the Discord, link's going to be below. I'll see you guys this weekend. I love you. Have a great day.